Write and present. Write a simple story. Write a story about a visit to an exciting place. It does not have to be real. Follow these steps to write your story. Now, grade 6s, you can write about visiting any place. You can write about visiting the space, visiting Disneyland, which is real, space, which is probably impossible for you at this moment. So you can really make up a place as well. Think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yo, I would have loved to visit the Chocolate Factory. So you can really use your imagination and come up with a very exciting place. Maybe you have a very good imagination and you have built up this magical place in your head already. You are welcome to write about any exciting place. Number 1, we're going to brainstorm for ideas. Think about an exciting place that you visited before or a place that you want to visit one day. Write notes about what happened at that place. If you need help, you can use this mind map and the questions to plan your writing. You would have seen in the planning grade 6s that you are going to use your mind map. So the title, what is the name of your story? As we discussed it in class, I told you the best time to write your title is after you've written your story. So yes, you can make up a brief title before you start, but please revisit your title once your story is written, and only then do you get a clear picture of what you actually wrote down. So please focus on characters. Who are the people in the story? So who do you want to go with you when you visit this place, or who did go with you when you visited this place? The setting, where did the story happen? That's very important, especially because it is an exciting place. I want you to make use of a lot of describing words to tell us how it looks and where it takes place. And then lastly, also think about the plot. What happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So you will see, grade 6s, this mind map is not divided into paragraphs because the paragraphs will be beginning, middle, and end. But they want you to also think about the characters and the setting separately. So please use this mind map when you do your planning. You have written a couple of stories in English this year, so I'm sure you are familiar with what you need to do. After your planning, you have to write your first draft. Write about the most interesting things that happened. So they are basically telling you to leave out the unnecessary details. Write what happened in the correct order. That's very important. Use connecting words, for example, and but. Write your story in the past tense. That's very important, grade 6s. You cannot write it as if it is happening right now. You need to write it in past tense, as if it already happened. I wanted to go to space, then a creature visited me. So wanted and visited are words in the past tense. Use direct speech with quotation marks. For example, the creature asked, "Do you really want to go to space?" My classes know already I'm not a fan of direct speech in formal writing. So if you do decide to use direct speech, just make sure that it is not too much. Otherwise, it will detract from the meaning. Use correct punctuation and leave a line open between your paragraphs. But that, grade 6s, you already know. Step 3 is revise. Ask someone to read your first draft and correct any mistakes. That would be nice if you can ask an older sibling or mom or a dad just to read through your story. They should not rewrite your whole story, just give you a bit of ideas and maybe help you with your editing. Then number 4, check your spelling, grammar, and punctuation. 5, write a neat copy. Make sure your handwriting is neat and your work is correct. Draw a picture to go with your story. Okay, so this is the first time we're asking you to draw a picture. So whatever you are writing about, just keep that in mind, that you need to draw a picture at the end of your story. Now, grade 6s, be creative, enjoy, and write an interesting, creative story. They do not make mention of how many words or paragraphs, so let's stick to between 3 and 5 paragraphs depending on what you are writing about, and anything between 100 and 200 words. 150, is more likely what you need to be writing at this moment in grade 6, but let's start from 100 anywhere up to 200. But I know some of you love writing stories and you write very well. So if you have a very exciting story and you go over 200, that's also fine.